Here in America, they tell me that the streets are made of gold. In 70 years in the world of NASCAR, you've had 4 drivers. But every year in this country, we spend $1.3 trillion. You mean to tell me that in all the years that NASCAR has been around, you could not find one black woman, one Spanish woman, one Asian woman, that from her womb comes a child smart enough to drive a car in NASCAR? We spend that $1.3 trillion. Sponsor. You bring your garbage into our community, but yet you do not sponsor a black-owned team nor a black driver. Xfinity, Comcast, 57% of all the money you make comes from minorities, but yet it is not important for you to have a black, Spanish, or Asian representative with your brand in NASCAR. Camping World, all the service and all the money that we spend in Camping World, you mean to tell me all of these black, Spanish, and Asian, there's nobody, and Camping World is actually the prophet. We see him on the prophet. He says how he loved black folks, how he loves Spanish folks. He wants to help people. But yet in the biggest platform in the world, you can't find one black, one Asian, or one Spanish person that is good enough to be in the series. You all have lynched the mind of these young kids of color in the world of motorsport because of greed. The 3 largest manufacturers, General Motors, Ford, and Toyota, all of the product that we buy. There are no blacks in the world of NASCAR. You have one black, and he is mixed, and you all are pounding him, promoting him as though he is the end or the beginning of the world. It is a shame that in 70 years you all do not have any black young kids. You all are hanging and raping the minds of these young kids, and then when a black raises a hand, you say that we are mad blacks. If your little white kids wanted to be a cheerleader and you all said, someone said that they could not be, you would be offended. 70 years you had this to get together, and it's not there yet. You can take the heart of a child and stick it into an old man, and that old man will grow up to love his grandchildren. But you're trying to tell me in 70 years you cannot figure out a way to get minorities into the world of motorsport. So all of these minorities that you're looking at, you mean to tell me not one of them were good enough, but yet you continue to bring your products into our community. Your product should be boycotted. It should be an economic sanction put against your product within the minorities communities. Because you're doing nothing for blacks. For 70 years, the France family has created a dynasty off of minority money, but yet they have no love for us. Okay. If it was their child, it would be different. But since there's a bunch of blacks and Spanish and Asian children, it is of no value. It is sad that we live in the greatest country on earth. The greatest country on earth. And there's no way in the world for blacks, Spanish, and Asians to get into the world of motorsport because of the way you have lynched these sponsors. And it is truly sad. In Monster Drink, you should be ashamed of yourself selling your garbage in our community, and yet you still and will not sponsor anyone of color. The same thing with Xfinity as well as Camping World. It is so sad that we fight for this country, we die for this country, but yet from the womb of a woman of color comes a child that cannot drive a car. Say it again.